Only in dark the light, only in dying life. Speak to us, God, your life-giving word.
Hello again, friends. I'm Mother Sylvia at St. Mark's once more with my friend Miss Chris from our church, who is going to read us another Bible story for the 40 days. So get comfortable, take some deep breaths, sing along or listen to the song, and open your heart for tonight's story.
Only in silence the word, only in dark the light, only in dying life. Speak to us, God, your life-giving word. Only in silence the word, only in dark the light, only in dying life. Speak to us, God, your life-giving word.
Miss Chris, will you tell us this story?
I'd love to. Hannah prays for a child. During the days of Ruth and Boaz, there lived a woman named Hannah. She was married to Elkanah, who had one other wife. This woman, Peninnah, had children, but Hannah had none. Peninnah used to tease and taunt Hannah. She called her barren like ground that cannot grow a garden and made Hannah cry. Hannah felt so sad she could not eat. Elkanah tried to comfort her. He said, "Hannah, why are you crying? Why won't you eat? How can you be unhappy when I love you so?" But Hannah wanted a child. Once, Hannah and Peninnah went with Elkanah to the town called Shiloh, to God's temple there. At the temple, Hannah took her stand before God. She was bitter because she could not have children. She was bitter, hurt, and angry. Hannah poured out her heart before God. She wept and begged. "God, listen to me. Hear my prayer. If you give me a child, I promise to raise that child for you and for your service." Now, Hannah was praying all this quietly. Her words were fierce, but they were uttered under her breath. The priest of the temple, whose name was Eli, watched and tried to listen, but no sound came out of Hannah's mouth. Eli thought Hannah was drunk, and it made him angry to have a drunken woman loitering in the temple, bothering the people at prayer. He said to her, "Sober up. You have no business coming into the temple drunk." Hannah said, "I'm not drunk. I'm a woman in trouble, and I'm pouring my troubles out before God." Eli saw that he was wrong about Hannah. He said, "Hannah, go in peace. May the God of Israel grant what you ask." And Hannah left in peace, her spirit lifted. Soon she began to eat some food again. Soon after Hannah and Elkanah got home, Hannah discovered she was pregnant. When a son was born, Hannah named him Samuel, a name that sounds like the Hebrew word for asking God, because she had asked God for him. After the baby was born, Hannah used to sing this glad song. "The childless bear many children. God raises up the poor." Hannah nursed Samuel until he was ready to be weaned. Then she took little Samuel to Shiloh, to Eli and the temple. Hannah said to Eli, "I am the woman who stood here beside you praying to God. This is the child I prayed for. Now I will honor my promise to God. I've brought Samuel to the temple, and here he will live, serving God every day of his life." Hannah left Samuel with Eli and went alone to pray and sing. "I acclaim the Lord's greatness. Only you are holy, Lord. There is none but you. No other rock like you."
Oh, I love that story. It's easy to talk about how Deborah was brave and fighting, wars, but I think Hannah was the bravest one. That she prayed even when she was so sad and angry, and then when that priest misunderstood her and judged her, she stood up to him, and God answered her prayer. It's hard to keep praying when you're sad and angry. And it's so hard to stand up to people in power when they misunderstand you or treat you wrong. Hannah is such an inspiration. And if you go to the Bible and you look at Hannah's song, you'll notice that way later in the Bible, when Mary finds out that she's pregnant and sings her song, it's like her song and Hannah's song fit together. It's like all the songs of all the strong women and men in the Bible somehow all fit together. I wonder if you were going to sing a song today about God's goodness in your life, what your song would be. Think about it. Maybe even make up that song and sing it. And the next time we can be in church all together, find Miss Chris or find me and sing your song to us. Or you could even record it on a song to us because we would love to hear your song. Have a good night.